Hi, my name is Blaine Bocelli, and this is my community highlight. I'm with Urban of We Olive, and I'm very excited to have him here today to talk about some of his wares, some balsamic vinegar, some olive oil from California, and some California wines. So tell us a little bit about, why this store? Why olive oil? Why balsamic vinegar? What's your passion?
Yeah, so basically, We Olive, the big thing about it is we support small-time growers.
Okay.
So it's all sourced from California growers, artisanally produced, as well as all of our balsamics. That was a big driving force for coming into this.
Okay.
It was supporting those small-time artisan producers, and I'm actually a really big olive oil nerd. So there's olive oil books out there. Anyone needs references, let me know, they exist. But it's been around since forever. I mean, it's been used to driving force of civilization for long periods of time.
Yeah.
It's in a form of almost every major religion. I mean, it's been around. It's ingrained into a lot of different cultures, and Americans really don't understand the significance of it. And we really try to educate people on the quality, why source fresh extra virgin olive oil, and why that actually means something important.
Now, if you were going to cook something, would you use olive oil? There's so many different oils out there. Is that your favorite? I'm guessing.
Olive oil is my favorite for certain applications.
Okay.
Right? It's such high in beneficial properties. They do decline after a certain temperature range.
They do. Okay.
So it's like any organic product. So it's like a fresh squeezed juice.
Okay.
So like anything organic or fresh squeezed, it will definitely decline and degrade at a certain temperature. It's just going to be harmful for the organic product.
Interesting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of great oils out there. I prefer using olive oil when I can. It's best when it's raw, but it's also really great for roasting. There's a lot of really great applications for it, but I do sometimes use sesame oils, and then mostly olive oil now.
So do you infuse your own oil with different like garlic and different things at the restaurant? Or?
Yes, so there's actually 3 ways to actually get an infused olive oil.
Okay.
The first is with a dehydrated product. It's through infusion, most commonly practiced, and it's the easiest to do at home.
Okay.
You can even make natural perfumes with olive oil, just putting some dried lavender or some
Really?
dried juniper in there.
That's
Yeah, it was one of the first uses was apothecary, so they'd use it for soaps, lotions, perfumes. So you can make your own garlic oil at home by just using dried garlic and putting it in the oil and just letting it sit, or rosemary oil by letting rosemary just sit in the oil. The second way they do it is through the milling process.
Okay.
So for example, our jalapeno oil, they'll mill the olives and the jalapenos at the same time. All of that gets pressed into the oil at the same time. So all of the jalapeno oils and the olive oil is extracted equally.
Yeah.
That's the second way to get a flavored oil. The third is just to add another oil into extra virgin olive oil. So our garlic oil, they just take pure garlic oil and add it into extra virgin olive oil, and you get garlic olive oil.
Very cool.
Yeah, so there's a couple ways you can do it.
So what made you decide to open up your business in Pasadena?
Pasadena is a really special place. I think it's essentially LA, but small town LA.
Okay.
So it really has that sense of community. There's a really conducive area for the makers, for the artisan producers. So we felt bringing this concept into the Pasadena community was really conducive to what Pasadena really is. We offer a refill program for eco-friendly bottles. You can just bring in your own bottle and fill it up.
I like that.
We do source from local growers. We get our pasta here from the north side of Pasadena. We get our honey from Chatsworth. So we really try to focus on those local artisan producers.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So where exactly are you located?
So we're located right here in Old Pasadena on Colorado Boulevard, in between Fair Oaks and Raymond.
Okay. So I've been to your restaurant a bunch of times, do a lot of events, charity events and so forth, which is awesome, and I appreciate that. Thank you. So tell us a little bit about your menu. Well, like what kind of stuff do you have?
Sure. So like the food options, we try to utilize all of the retail products we sell in the store. So all of the oils and vinegars, our dips and tapenades and mustards, we try to integrate them and show people the different types of recipes that they can be making utilizing the retail products. So we share everything with them, how to make everything, measurements, recipes. But most of it is cheese and charcuterie.
Okay.
Sandwiches, flatbreads, we have dips, just simple things that utilize the oils and vinegars in different ways.
Okay.
So we'll even have brownies occasionally, so little treats.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And you have indoor and outdoor seating, correct?
Yes, so we have an indoor dining room, and we have an outdoor patio as well, which is dog friendly. That's helpful.
So thank you for bringing some of the vinegars and olive oil.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about these.
So I actually poured here 2 different types of olive oils.
Okay.
An interesting thing is there's 700 different types of olives. Each one has their own individual flavor, just like wines.
Wow.
So there's light-bodied olive oils and heavy-bodied olive oils, and you can actually gauge someone's preference for olive oil depending on what type of wine they drink.
Really?
Yeah, so there's really heavy, robust oils, peppery, and there's some that are really mild and more acidic.
Okay.
So right now we're going to try one of the milder ones. So this is the first one here.
Okay.
So essentially how you taste olive oil, and this is the best way to tell if your oil is real or not. Just cover it up and kind of spin it on your hand to warm it up, or just cup it into your hand to warm up the oil. That should release a lot of aromas. And then just give it a whiff. It should smell like a fresh cut grass or something organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have smell to it. It should smell like what olive oil is, which is essentially olives. They crush them, and then this juice comes out, right?
I have a terrible nose, but I do get a grassy.
Yeah. It's definitely on the grassy end. It's akin to like wheatgrass shots.
Okay.
And then essentially you just slurp it in. I recommend drinking oil without bread, actually, because it is fruit juice. High in vitamin A, E, K, and D, high in HDLs, which are good cholesterol, reduces bad cholesterol. There's a lot of really good stuff. So, salud, we'll just cheers.
Cheers. Yummy.
Yeah, so this
good.
one's mild, not too much pepperiness on the back, but there's some oils that'll like kick you in the face with the spice.
Oh, I like
and that's
that.
a total normal thing. Yeah, I figured you'd really like those guys. But we have wide ranges of different types of extra virgin olive oils, flavored balsamic vinegars, but we definitely have something for every palate.
Very cool. So, like the balsamics, I mean, is it as wide range as the olive oil? I mean,
Yes, so the balsamics are cool because people don't realize there's a dark balsamic and a white balsamic, just like red wines and white wines. So we have different flavored balsamic vinegars with different fruit infusions, and we also have a traditional aged, which is a really great, just a really traditional age from Italy.
Okay.
So if no one's really had a traditional aged balsamic, I recommend coming in and giving it a taste. There's nothing that compares to a traditionally aged balsamic for 18 years, and it's a magical thing.
So anybody can come into your restaurant and try some of these different products you have.
Yeah, our entire retail store is up for sampling. So you can come in and pretty much eat your way through the store, experience it all, just kind of get a feel for what California agriculture really has to offer.
That's awesome. Can't wait to go back. So how do people reach you on social media?
So you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, as well as on our website. We're at We Olive Pasadena.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming down today, and I'm looking forward to go back to your store. And thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Cheers.
My name is Blake Bocelli. This is my community highlight. How can I help you?